This is Real Republican News, and I'm your host, Jason Mariner. There's a very scary story that I need to tell everyone about, and it's the fact that America has seemingly been taken over by big tech tyrants. People that don't hold political office, people that were not elected to run things. They're calling the shots now. That's why we see Joe Biden ruling by executive fiat through executive order after executive order. He is returning favors right in front of the American people, and he's not explaining why. That's why reporters can't get anything out of the White House except, we'll circle back with you on that. There's zero transparency, and here's why. We've got people like Craig Newmark. He is a Silicon Valley tech tyrant. Let's be clear about that. He donated a ton of money to the elect King Biden campaign effort. King Biden took office, and then Craig Newmark said, we're going to do America a favor, and we're going to find out about this censorship thing that we hear everybody complaining about, and we're going to get to the bottom of it and see if it's actually happening. So he went to his Silicon Valley blood money bank, and he withdrew a lot of money. Don't know how much, but I'm sure it was in the multi-millions. And he sent that Silicon Valley big tech blood money over to none other than radical left New York University, a place that's supposed to teach people. Instead, they just lie to people and steer a narrative in a certain direction. Anyway, he said, can you find out for America if there's censorship going on by big tech against the conservative voice of America? By the way, big tech is owned by all of his best friends. He's best friends with all of these guys. Anyway, they quickly concluded with this very legitimate study that there is no censorship, in fact, going on at all. And if it's ever happened, it's happened to like a couple people and it's just been a mistake each time. Yeah, right. Okay, sure. No one's buying that for a second. They took it a step further, though. They said, if you continue to say that there's censorship going on, we're going to deplatform you because you'll then be guilty of spreading disinformation. Here's where it gets terrifying. The governor of Illinois, for whatever reason, has just given orders to deploy 500 troops to Washington, D.C., armed National Guards men and women that have big, bad black rifles that are loaded with 30-round magazines to our nation's capital to combat none other than the spread of disinformation. Remember, disinformation is you saying that you've been censored. I've been censored. I've been censored today. I was censored yesterday. I was censored the day before that and all month long. They've taken away business pages. They've taken away personal profiles. They've taken away hundreds of thousands of subscribers in one night. They've taken away a breast cancer charity page because now they run the show. And if you are a person that doesn't believe what they want you to believe and you don't comply, you're deplatformed and we're coming for you. That's what they're doing. This is a show of force. That's why they're sending troops to DC to combat us from speaking out against this. This is them saying, you better watch out, you better be careful, you better do what we say, and you better comply. Because if you don't, we've got your military to use against you. We paid for the military through tax dollars. Now they're supposed to come and enforce anti-constitutional rules on us. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the men and women of our armed forces are a lot smarter than that. I also think that 150 million Americans aren't going for it either. Look at what's happening in California. This guy Newsom has destroyed the state. Half of the people are either leaving, the other half are circulating a petition to remove him from office. Now, that petition almost has enough signatures on it to remove him from office. Big tech is trying to stop it. They're not letting you distribute the fact that there's a petition on social media. They're taking down posts describing it. They're taking down links where you can find and sign the petition. They are making every effort to keep this guy in office because he's their friend. In fact, they've paid for his wedding receptions and his yachts and his free plane rides or whatever else he's got. They've bought him everything because he's the governor of California, and if they buy him, they can do whatever they want. So, if you don't think what I'm telling you is actually happening, fact check it all you want. You will not find one sliver of dishonesty in anything that I have said. This is all true. It's all very scary. We aren't going anywhere until everyone has their free speech rights back, whether you're a liberal or a real Republican. It doesn't matter to me. If you're saying something and no one's getting hurt and it's your belief, I'm fine with it, even if I don't agree with it. And we can still be friends. That's where this country needs to get back to. I intend to be one of the people that helps us get back there. I also intend to motivate you to do your part as an American patriot who wishes to remain free and wishes for their children and their children's children to remain free. To do your part. Do things like talk about this. Do things like stop remaining silent. Do things like write petitions. Do things like sign ours. Our petition will get your free speech rights back. It will have Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Jack Dorsey, and people that own companies like they do cut down to size, demonopolized, and they will be told then that they no longer have the ability to strip American citizens of their constitutional rights, whether it be to free speech or anything else. You can't touch the Constitution. Any part of it, end of story. There's been too much sacrifice that has gone into upholding that Constitution. Too many men and women have died for freedom and that Constitution. We have God-given rights in this country. We are not abandoning them. I won't let it happen. They can deploy the National Guard to my parking lot. They can arrest me. They can fine me. They can deplatform me. Try to do whatever you want. I really don't care. I will continue to fight for freedom. I will continue to fight for your constitutional rights. And I guarantee you this, I am not going anywhere until there's change or I'm dead. One of the two things is going to happen. Now, when the change occurs, I'm not leaving after that. I'm not going to just walk away and let somebody else take away your rights. I'm going to stick around and make sure that those rights remain intact and unfettered and uninfringed. End of story. My name is Jason Mariner. I'm the host of Real Republican News. And if you're wondering why I'm not wearing a shirt, it was only to get your attention so you would watch this video, hear what I had to say, because I want you to think for yourself. I want you to sign the petition. I want you to do your civic and patriotic duty to improve this country and save us from tyranny. Please do your part. Until next time, which there will be one, God bless you, your families, and the Constitution of the United States. Be well, everyone.